Welcome to the Rich and Rich Entrepreneurs YouTube show. This show is every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Central. The focus of our YouTube show is based on the people that we've actually interviewed on our Rich and Rich Entrepreneurs Blog Talk Radio show that airs every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So what we're doing on YouTube is we are giving you a summary of the individuals that we're interviewing. And how do we pick those interviews for the show? Those members are actually on richandrich.me.com. So every member of the network we're going to be doing interviews on. We're going to bring you their businesses. We're going to bring you their art. We're going to bring you whatever that they have that's available as a business opportunity. And we're going to show you that there are some things that you can do that don't require that you necessarily have to put a lot of money out to do them, and that a lot of it you can actually do on your own, and you can, if you're motivated enough, you can actually be successful with it. So I have the very fortune of actually interviewing today on our Blog Talk Radio show two authors. One of the authors, her name was Adra Young. She's the author of The Everyday Living of Children and Teens Monologue, Volume 1 and 2. And I also interviewed Tracy Christian, who is the author of The Black College Sabbaticals. These are dynamic women. Not only are they authoring their books, but they're also doing things that are in the community. They're encouraging other artists. And they're just truly they're wonderful. One of the things that I really enjoyed about interviewing them today on the Blog Talk Radio show was that the show felt natural. You can tell that they are very in tune with one another. You can tell that they know what they're doing, that they have been successful, and they have had these interviews before because of their success. And so it was very fortunate that I was able to have them on my Blog Talk Radio show. And it was even more fortunate for me that they actually belong to our richandrich.me.com network. Adra Young, her series, The Everyday Living of Children and Teen Monologue, the unique thing about those volumes is that it focuses on the youth perspective. And so she has a background as an acting coach, as an educator, and there's a couple of other things that she does as well. But one of the wonderful things is that she's taken that educator background and she's taken the experience that she has had with youth, with talking with them, and she's put it into this book that basically is seen and told from their perspective. And it's something, and since she is an acting coach, the monologues can kind of be used, for that as well, which is very unique. It's very fresh because there's not a lot of material out there for young people that truly want to pursue acting careers or anything in the arts. And so one of the things that's very important is that these are real experiences for these youth that are featured in this book. And one excerpt that I can remember and that will stay with me probably for the rest of my life is about a young boy that comes to school very early in the day, and then he leaves very late in the day. So, as teachers are looking at him, he looks like, someone that's just really dedicated to school, and that's all you see on the surface. However, the young man in this book, said, I don't want anybody to find out that my family and I are homeless. I know that my parents are getting the money together. We're almost got enough money to make our big move. No one can find out about the fact that I'm homeless. And so that's why he was doing so well. He didn't want to draw attention to himself or anything like that. And that's profound, and that will stay with me for a while. Tracy Christian, in her series, The Black College Sabbaticals, the very unique thing about her book is that she is looking at the college aspect. And, in this series, you've got 4 college students that are going to school together. But the unique feature that you'll hear or you'll read about when you're looking at some of the editorial reviews are about the fact that there's an angel, and this angel kind of narrates at different times within the series. And when I think back to my college days, I'd like to think that there was a guardian angel also with me that I could actually turn to. And so to have that, and the other great thing about this series is that they're looking at, these individuals are going to historically black colleges. And so if you've never had the fortune of experiencing going to a historically black college, and you don't know about it, and, you know, or even if you have and you want to reminisce, this is a series that you want to have. Now, I am a avid reader. I love reading. I love books. So I'm going to give you a piece of advice when you're thinking about going out buying either one of these young ladies' book series. Now, when you read The Everyday Living of Children and Teens Monologues, Volumes 1 and 2, you want to get both of them, because you're going to want, once you read the first one, you're going to want that second volume. So you want to have it on hand. There's nothing worse if you're a book lover and you get into a series, then you go and you try to find the next book in the series and you can't get to it when you want to, or you have to order it and you have to wait for it. The same thing with the Black College Sabbaticals. You want to get the books in the series so that they're there and they're available to you immediately. Once you finish reading the first one, you're going to want that book there. So, you know, just that's my piece of advice, just as, you know, somebody that loves reading, and I love, you know, especially books that come in a series and there's more than one, especially when the authors are so good, as these two women are. I also mentioned earlier in the segment that they are doing things in their community. They've established after-school programs and a program for after-school program for children, and also in the community they have established a program for other artists that are located in their area in Detroit, Michigan. So not only are they giving back to our children, but they're also bringing together other people that have other arts, other entrepreneurs, and you know, they're not restricting that, and they're doing that for the community of Detroit, Michigan, which is just, you know, it's profound. And it's not only just that, it's the fact that they're networking and that they're bringing people actually together. They're paying it forward, which, you know, with their success, you know, you would wonder, you know, why would they focus on something like that? But if you listen to their interview at www.blogtalkradio.com/Rich and Rich Entrepreneurs, you will understand how they are able to do it. They are personable, they are down to earth, and I talk about in the show, if you go and you listen to it, they actually have formed a partnership together. And that's why I say that, you know, you can tell from the moment of doing the interview, for me, that they were very, very in tune with one another. If you'd like to get an autographed copy of either one of their books, you can give Adra Young a call at 313-729-2573, or you can email her at adu5@aol.com. If you want to purchase Tracy Christian's series, The Black College Sabbaticals, you can call 313-828-8208, or you can email her at tracy.christian@attnt.net. Once again, I thank you for tuning in to our YouTube session for Rich and Rich Entrepreneurs. We do this every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Central. We will have numerous entrepreneurs that will be featured. Once again, we do this solely and exclusively for our members at richandrich.me.com.